Hello? Can you hear me and see me well? Hello, hi. Can you type? Can you hear me and see me well? Is everything okay? Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, everyone. Hi. Okay, great. Thumbs up. You can hear me and see me well. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining, guys. I'm so excited. Welcome. My name is Teacher Lani. I'm a tutor in Cambly. I grew up in the city of Phoenix, Arizona, in the United States. And Arizona is famous for its beautiful Grand Canyon. All right, so I'm telling you a little bit more about Arizona, the state. Today, I'd like to ask where you're from and what your city or country is famous for. All right, it could be a famous landmark, a famous place, or food. I love food. So please type in the chat box your location and what your country or city is famous for. Let's start with some shout outs. Okay, wow. Greetings to the beautiful country of Moldova. Very good. Hi, Bangladesh. Welcome, Bulgaria. Hello. Oh, Japan. Beautiful country as well. Indonesia. Welcome. Hi, guys. Where are you connecting from today? South Korea. And what is your country famous for? Is there anything that your country is famous for? Brazil, beautiful beaches. Oh, of course. I would love to go to Brazil. Iraq, beautiful as well. India, Sri Lanka, welcome. Hi, everyone. Estonia, welcome. Hello, Ireland. Welcome. Pakistan, hi. What is your country famous for? Is there anything famous? Remember, you can tell me a landmark, a place, or food that is famous for that your country is famous for. Japan, sushi. There we go. We all love sushi. Sushi, very nice. The Philippines, kimchi. Is that from South Korea? Right? Okay. We're from Singapore. Greetings. Hi. Oh, we have the best food. I think everyone could say that. Flowers. Your country's famous for flowers. That's beautiful. Bali is very famous in Indonesia. That's right. Beautiful places to visit. Okay, where are you from? Bangladesh is a very beautiful place and it has many historic places, of course. Very good. I would love to visit Bangladesh as well. Bulgaria, beautiful green areas, and very good, excellent. Saudi Arabia, welcome. It's hot. I can imagine. Very, very good. Denmark. Ooh, the happy place, right? I know that's happy. We're famous for pizza. Okay, is that Italy? Is anyone connecting from Italy today? Okay. Wow, resilient people, hardworking people. That's beautiful. Very, very nice. Okay, Netherlands, welcome. Kenya, excellent. All right. All right. Well, welcome all everyone to the live lesson. Again, my name is Teacher Lani. I hope you're having a great weekend so far, staying safe and healthy at home. As a reminder, today's lesson will be posted on our Cambly channel. So if you missed something, feel free to go back and review it, okay? So let's start. Are you guys ready? Ready for the class? Okay, let's start. Today's lesson is about reported speech. It'll be very helpful because we use reported speech all the time in our conversations, okay? But what does reported speech mean? Okay, well, what comes to your mind when you hear the word report? How about the word reporter? You may think about someone who is reporting or telling you information, right? So for example, let's say that you are watching the news. So you're watching the news and a reporter could be talking about what the president said in his latest press conference. Or perhaps your coworker missed a work meeting and he asked you to tell him what was said. So you'll report what your boss and your colleagues said at that meeting. Okay? So basically, we use reported speech when, or indirect speech when we are telling someone what another person has said. Okay? And to do this, we can use direct speech or indirect speech. Let me give you an example. Okay? Direct speech, right here, when we write it down, it looks like this, okay? So this is a direct quote, and we're using the exact same words that the person said. Michael said, I want a salad for lunch. If you can see, we have quotation marks. This is the exact same words that someone has said. But when we use indirect speech or reported speech, we won't quote exactly what the person said, but we are rephrasing it into a sentence. For example, the same example, but now it says, Michael said that he wanted a salad for lunch. Okay? So, did you notice how it changed? At times, we might want to quote exactly what someone has said. But in general, in natural conversation, we use indirect or reported speech. Now, let's look at these tenses, okay? And as you can see, in indirect speech, we often use a tense which is further back in the past. And we call this backshift. Let's see how backshifting works. Okay, this might sound a little complicated, but it is not, I promise you. Okay, so as you can see in this timeline, we have present tenses and we have our past tenses. When we report something in any of these tenses, we have to go back one tense. So for example, if the direct speech is in present simple tense, we report it in past simple tense. Or if the direct speech is in present perfect tense, we report it in past perfect tense. And that's what we call backshifting. We'll be practicing this, so don't worry. We'll practice a lot today, okay? And let's start with some examples so that you can understand this grammar, okay? Let's start with our first example. Here we have Mary. Let's start with a very easy sentence. Mary says, oh, sorry, that's the reported speech. Sorry about that. Mary says, oh, sorry about that, guys. I missed my sentence here. Sorry. It's right here somewhere. I organized my papers this morning and I can't find it. Wait a minute, please bear with me. Okay, there it is. All right, some technical difficulties, right? Okay, let's start with a very simple sentence. Mary says, I study English on Sundays. This is direct speech, okay? Here's Mary, and this is what she says. I study English on Sundays. So, if someone asks you, hey, when does Mary study English? We need to report that. We need to answer that question. So, to report that, we can say, Mary said she studied English on Sundays. Okay. We almost always start a reported speech sentence with Mary said, or so-and-so said, she said, he said. Okay. Now let's look at the tense. The original sentence is in present simple tense. Okay. And it's right here in our timeline. We need to change it to past simple tense. Okay. So Mary said she studied English on Sundays. Okay. Now another thing that we need to change for the grammar to work, we have to change the pronouns from the direct speech. So you can see Mary said I study English. When we're reporting it, that I becomes she. Mary said she studied English on Sundays. And we use the pronoun she because Mary is a woman. Okay, so changing the pronouns is also very important. Let's keep practicing, okay? This is just an introduction. Let's keep practicing more. And from now on, I'm going to give you the direct speech and you have to type what the person said, okay? So let's start practicing. Here we have another example, okay? This is John, okay? Here we have John, and John says, I have seen the movie already, okay? This is another tense. So how can we change this sentence to reported speech? First of all, tell me, what tense is this? Does anyone know what tense is this? Can someone tell me? I have seen the movie. So please tell me, do you know what tense is this? All right. I've seen the movie. What tense is this sentence? Present perfect. Yes. Well done. Present perfect. Okay. So we have, I have seen the movie already in present perfect tense. And what do we do? When it's present perfect, it goes back to past perfect. Okay. Now, the second clue is we have the pronoun I. John is a man. So what do we do with the pronoun? Now that we know we need to change the tense, how do we change the pronoun? Can you report it, please? What did John say? Now, also to give you some context, let's imagine this scenario, okay? You and some friends are at a movie theater, and someone asks about John. Hey, did you invite John? What did he say? How would you respond? How would you report what John said? Wow, well done, guys. Excellent. You're ready to report. Excellent. Very good. You got it. Very, very good. John said, or he said, it's okay. We can say he said or John said he had seen the movie already. I'm so proud of you guys. You're doing an excellent job. Very, very good. Well done. Now let's keep practicing other tenses. Okay. Let's try another example. Now with Sue. Sue is a girl. Okay. So Sue says, okay, this is what Sue says. I went to the store on Friday. I went to the store on Friday. Okay, now again, let's look at the tense. What tense is this? Okay, please type it in the chat box. What tense is this? Sue said, I went to the store on Friday. What tense is this? Do you know? Okay, perfect. Yes, simple past. Very good. Very good. Well done. Excellent. Good job. Yes, I went to the store. Went is in past simple tense, okay? Now, past simple tense goes to past perfect. Okay, so how can we change this? How can we change this verb into past perfect? What did Sue said? What did she say? What did she say? Can you report it? If we know that she said it in past tense, how can we report what Sue said? Okay. Wow. I am very, very happy. You guys are on top of this. Wow, you got it. Well done. Yes, Sue said, or she said, she had gone to the store on Friday. Good job. Good job. Yes, and you're right. You can say Sue said that she had gone to the store on Friday, or she said. It's okay. All right. Okay. Good job. I'm so proud of you. Let's move on to other tenses. And actually, there's a couple of points that I want to share about reported speech. The first point is the use of future tenses. As you can see here, we have future tenses. When we use this in reported speech, will becomes would, okay? And this applied to all future tenses. Future simple, future continuous, future perfect continuous. Will becomes would. Got it? Okay, let's start with a very easy sentence, okay? And now let's start with Jim, okay? Jim is a guy, and Jim says, I will wash my car later. So I will wash my car later. What did Jim say? Can you report that? Jim say, I will wash my car later. Remember, will changes to would. Can you report that? Wow, good. Excellent. Wow, that is very good. I can see you guys are already reporting the sentence. Well done. Well done. Oh, fantastic, guys. You guys are on fire. Wow. Well done. Now, we know that we need to change the pronouns. We have to change the tense. But in this sentence, I kind of circle my, this possessive adjective. When we report possessive adjectives, we have to change them as well, okay? So in this case, my becomes his, okay? So Jim said he will wash his car later. Good job, you got it. You got it. I see that everyone reported it this way, his car. Well done, excellent. Let's try another tense, another future tense, and now let's use future continuous, okay? And here we have Mike, okay? Mike says, I will be working this weekend. I can't come see you. I will be working this weekend. Poor Mike, he has to work. So how can we report this? This is a very easy sentence because we only have to change the tense and the pronoun. How can you report what Mike said? I will be working this weekend. Wow, you guys are very fast. Well done. Wow, good job. Very, very good job. Mike said he. Wow, I'm speechless. I'm speechless. You guys got this grammar right away. Excellent. Thank you so much for typing your answers. You're wonderful. Okay. Now you're right. He said, if we want to report what Mike said he would be working this weekend. You got it. Mike said he will be working this weekend. Good job, guys. Very, very good. Okay, now let's talk about the use of modals or modal verbs. And in this case, we have the verb can. Okay, very easy. Can changes to could. Easy to remember. Can changes to could. Okay, let's start with a very easy sentence. And now it's Jennifer speaking. Okay, Jennifer is right here. And Jennifer says, I can swim. I can swim. Very easy. Now, your friends are wondering if Jennifer can swim. And they, hey, can Jennifer swim? How can you report what she said? Very easy. Very good. Okay. That is optional. I will explain in a few minutes, okay? That is correct. If you put that, she said that, or he said that, I will explain it. Explain that in the middle, in a few moments. All right. Well done. Okay. Yes, very easy, right? Super easy. You could say, Jennifer said that she could swim. Good job. And I saw someone asking or wondering why that, okay? That. This is optional. You can say, Jennifer said she could swim, or Jennifer said that she could swim. It's totally optional. Both ways are correct, okay? Now, let's see one more example. But now, speaking about modals, can changes to could, but in general, other modals such as might, could, would, should, ought to, don't change in reported speech. So that's easy. We don't have to worry about changing those modal verbs, okay? Because they stay the same. Easy, piece of cake, right? Now let's try one more example. And this is what Luke says, okay? Luke says here, let me move this here. Luke says right here, I might come to the party. He's not sure. I might come to the party. How can you report what Luke said? He said, I might come to the party. And remember, might doesn't change. So how can you report? If your friends are asking, hey, where's Mike? Where's Luke? Sorry. Luke. Where is Luke? Is he coming to the party? Where is he? How can you report what he said? Oh, well done. Excellent. Yes, it doesn't change. Good job. Wow. Well done. Luke, you're right. You got it. Luke said that he might come to the party. Good job. And again, these two sentences, I added that in parentheses because you can use that after any reporting verb. Like I said, it's optional. So Luke said that he might come to the party. Luke said that he might come to the party. Both sentences are okay. All right. Well, also, you've noticed that we've been making all our reported speech sentences with the verb say. And I saw that you guys are typing told me, which is okay. Okay. Say is probably the most common verb we use. However, there are many other verbs we can use in reported speech, such as tell. I saw some people typing using the verb tell, which is correct. Tell, mention, state, ask, agree, and so on. Here are some examples, okay, of reported speech using these verbs. So let's start with our first one. James told me he was going to the park. Here we have the verb, the reporting verb tell in the past told. He told me, okay? You can say that as well. The reporting verb mentioned in the past. Kevin mentioned that he had been there before. That's correct as well. And the last one, Mary asked if I was okay. Mary asked if I was okay. Okay, so please look them up. They're called reporting verbs. And now that you know some basic rules for reported speech, you can start using them as well. Okay, now this concludes our brief overview of reported speech. I definitely encourage you to start using this grammar point as soon as possible, because this will help you sound more natural when you're retelling what someone has said, or when you're reporting. Oh, this person said this other person said that. It's way more natural to use indirect speech, okay? And as a reminder, today's lesson will be posted on our Cambly channel. So you can always go back and review some of the rules I shared with you today, okay? This was very brief because reported speech is a very, very vast subject. But let's keep practicing, okay? Let's keep practicing. Now, let's move on to a reported speech practice session. I'll be showing you some speech bubbles, and you have to report what was said in the chat box, okay? So let's start with that. Remember, don't forget to change the correct reporting verb, change the tense, the pronouns, possessive adjectives, or possessive pronouns, okay? Let's start with the first one. Are you guys ready? Okay. Let's start with this speech bubble. Imagine, now think, think about this. Imagine I'm your boss, okay? This is what I say to you, okay? Now you have to report what I said to you. You will be in charge of the project. Yay! Those are good news, right? You will be in charge of the project. What did your boss say? Can you report what your boss say to you or told you? Wow, good job. You guys are very quickly. Excellent. Good job. You have the reference there. Excellent. The teacher said, okay, that works as well. Good job. She said, I will be in charge of it. Okay, good job. Wow, guys, you got it. You got it. Excellent. Good job. I am very proud of you. Excellent. Everyone's getting it right. Oh, that's beautiful. Good job. Good job. Excellent. Yes. So if you want to report what your boss said, you would say, my boss said that I would be in charge of the project. Got it. Yes. You got it. Very, very good. You got it. Okay. That one was easy. Okay, let's move on to another speech bubble. And now Tina. Tina is a girl. Tina is speaking, okay? Tina says this. I'm taking notes so I can review them later. Okay? Tina says, I'm taking notes so I can review them later. Now, this is a compound sentence. Please look at the tenses, okay? I'm taking notes so I can review them later. Compound sentence. Can you report what Tina said? Wow. Okay. You guys are quick. Good job. Now, remember, change the pronouns. Tina is a girl. Good. Well done. Great job, guys. Okay. I am taking notes. That is present continuous or present progressive. I am taking notes. Okay, good. Okay, present continuous, past continuous, okay. And then I can review them later. Remember, can goes to. Good, well done. I see all of them. You got it. Perfect. Good job. Yes, if we want to report what Tina said, or she said, she was taking notes so she could review them later. Remember, I told you it's a compound sentence. She was taking notes so she could review them later. Good job. Okay. All right, they're getting more difficult. Okay, let's move on with our third speech bubble. And this is Robert. Robert is a man, okay? Robert, he's upset. My computer has been really slow. I'm looking for a new one. My computer has been really slow. I'm looking for a new one. So here we have two sentences. Okay. Robert says, my computer has been really slow. I'm looking for a new one. What did Robert say? Okay, good. This is not a compound sentence. We have two sentences and two different tenses. Okay. Wow. Good job, guys. Good job. You guys are wonderful. Wow. I am so impressed. I love seeing you comment. Well done. You guys are so good. I am so happy to see that. All right. Good job, guys. Oh, wow. You got it. You got it. Excellent. Very good. Okay. Robert said two sentences. Okay. Wow, someone is using the verb exclaimed. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. You can use other reporting verbs if you want. Perfect. Oh, wow. Good job, guys. All right. Well, now let's look at let's report what Robert said. Okay. I think we're ready. Okay. He said, or Robert said, that his computer had been really slow and he was looking for a new one. Okay. We have two sentences and we had to change the possessive adjective. My computer to his computer. Good job. Good job. I didn't really see anyone making this mistake, so you guys are wonderful. Now, for our next two questions, we're going to change things a little bit, okay? Now, we're going to go backwards. All right. I will tell you the reported speech, and you have to use quotation marks to tell me exactly what was said, okay? So I'll tell you the reported speech, and you have to tell me what the person said exactly. And please use quotation marks, okay? Let's start with our first one. My client told me he wasn't interested in my proposal. That's a sad face. My client told me he wasn't interested in my proposal. What did your client say? Okay. My client told me he wasn't interested in my proposal. Good job. Thank you for using quotation marks. Very good. I'm interested. Okay. You guys are funny. Okay. Good. Now remember, we're doing the opposite. Now we have to. Well done. This is a reported speech, okay? This is what we are reporting to someone. But what did the client tell me, or what did the client say? What were his exact original words? Good job. Thank you. Well done. Okay. See, some of you are still a little bit confused about the exercise. Remember, now this is reported speech. We want to change it to direct speech. Okay, maybe I can do this. Okay. And this here. I'll pick it up. Okay. This is indirect or reported speech. We have to come up with our speech bubble. Okay. My client told me he wasn't interested in my proposal. Okay. Yes, good job, guys. He said, I'm not reporting it. This is the direct speech. I'm not interested in your proposal. Okay. I'm not interested. Good job. Good job. Thank you so much for using quotation marks as well. Okay. Now let's try one more time. Okay. We're doing it backwards, remember? So indirect speech or reported speech. And I'm using the verb mentioned. Peter mentioned that he had been studying for the exam for the past month. Peter mentioned that he had been studying for the exam for the past month. What were Peter's original words? Can someone tell me? Okay. Peter mentioned that he had been studying for the exam for the past month. I am reporting this, okay? Let's look at the direct speech. What did he say? What were his original words? Oh, okay, hand, good. I see the 3 hands. I know you're doing your job. Yes, you're doing it. You got it. Well done. Wow. Yeah, okay. I know. That's why I was giving you different scenarios, because this grammar, some of you know it, but you have to start using it right away. Perhaps when you're retelling what other person said to you, or when you're with your friends, with your family, we're always reporting what other people say. Especially if you like to gossip. You're always retelling. Oh, this person said this, and she said this or that. So just start using it. And that's why I was trying to go for simple examples so you can start using them right away. Okay? Good job. Well done. Excellent, guys. Good job. Thank you. Yes. Excellent. If you just joined just now, remember that our Cambly lesson is posted on our Cambly channel, so you can always go back. All right, don't worry. Okay. Yes. Well done. Excellent. He said, I have been studying for the exam for the past month. That's what he said exactly. I have been studying for the exam for the past month. Good job. Good job. All right. Wow. You guys are on fire. You did an excellent job. Now here's a bonus question. Okay, listen carefully and report what I say to you. Okay, listen. You are wonderful students. You are wonderful students, and you did an excellent job. Can you report what I just said to you? You are wonderful students, and you did an excellent job today. Can you report that? What did I just say to you? You are wonderful students, and you did an excellent job. Now you can say, Teacher Lani said, Tutor Lani said, the teacher said, okay, you are wonderful students and you did an excellent job. You are and you did an excellent job. Okay, 2 tenses. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, listen to the second part. You did an excellent job. You did. Past simple tense. You did an excellent job. Okay. Did is past simple tense. Change it to past perfect. Okay. Did. I said that. You did an excellent job. Yes, had done. Yes, you got it. No, I didn't say you're selfish. I said you are wonderful students and you did an excellent job. Wow. Very, very good. Good job, guys. I said this. Okay, you would type it this way. The teacher said we were great students and we had done an excellent job. Okay? That's what you would type. Very good. Great job. Well done, guys. I know that there's a lot of rules to remember. Just keep practicing it. And the more you use it, the easier it will become. Okay, so keep it up. Keep up the good job. You did an amazing job today. Now it's your turn to it's your time, and it's your turn to ask me any questions that you have. Do you have any questions about today's lesson? Please write them in the chat box. Okay, if you have any questions, any doubts, any comments. Now, while I wait for you to type your questions, I wanted to mention the reporting verbs say and tell, have the same function. Same function. They can actually be used interchangeably, say and tell. But I would like to explain the difference between tell and say, okay? Tell, we use tell when the person told someone something, okay? We can use object pronouns or we can use nouns. Okay, for example, she told me that. Correct. She told me that is correct. You can say she told me, you, him, she told her, she told us, told them. Correct. You can also use nouns. The teacher told the students. My boss told me, the boss told his employees. You can use nouns or you can use object pronouns, okay? Tell someone. Now, when we use say, okay, we use say when the person said something. We say, he said that, she said that. Now, we can say the customer said to me. That is correct, okay? The customer said to me. We need, if we're going to use an object pronoun, we need to. He said to me. However, look at this. We can never say, my mother said me. Nope, that is completely wrong. That's incorrect. We could say, my mother said to me. That is correct. Or if you want to use the verb tell, you can say, my mother told me. Okay? Good? All right. Okay. Now let me see what you've asked. Oh, all right. Okay. I see someone ask, what does proposal mean? Okay. That is a formal suggestion or plan. Okay. I made a proposal to our client. I made a formal suggestion or plan. Okay. That's what proposal means. It's a suggestion or plan. Thank you for asking that. Okay, any other questions? When I'll be coming back soon. Perhaps we'll talk about indirect questions because we didn't talk about that today. Okay, perhaps that's another subject for our next class. Okay. Okay. No questions, sir. All right. Well, good job. Someone asked about future perfect tense. Okay, that is when we use future perfect tense when we will finish or do something by a certain time in the future. Okay, I will have finished my course or in a few months. Okay, by to the maybe September. I will have finished my course by September. So we use future perfect tense when we will finish something before that time in the future. If you have questions about that, there's another live class about future overview, so you can review the future tenses, okay? All right, guys. Well, I think that's all. Good job, guys. That's all the time that we have for questions. Thank you so much for your participation today. Feel free to review the lesson if you need to. Remember, the entire class will be posted on our Cambly channel. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar with Cambly, Cambly is a platform that gives you access to friendly native English speakers that live all over the world. So you can practice grammar, you can practice your pronunciation, reading comprehension, or perhaps you're preparing for an exam. Well, Cambly is an excellent option for you. You can take classes, English classes, anytime, anywhere, right from your phone or your computer. It's very comfortable. You can study during your lunchtime or maybe after school, you choose. So I have great news for you guys. Today, you can get up to 36% off using the code GOLIVE. So here's our promo code. Excellent. Now, thank you all so much for watching today. You guys are wonderful students. I appreciate all your participation. I hope to see you all again. Please stay safe and take care, all right? See you next time, guys. Love you. Bye-bye. See you guys. Bye-bye.